Hello, my name is Dr. Drew Sutton, and I want to show you something that few people get the chance to see. This is a pair of 2,500-year-old teeth from one of our ancestors. It looks like this after being buried deep in the mud for centuries and accidentally excavated by heavy machinery. Not even a small cavity or crack, even though toothpaste, brushes, or dentists were inexistent back then. Now, these are the teeth of a 45-year-old patient who brushes every day, never misses a dentist appointment, and eats sweets only on occasion. So how come teeth can thrive for thousands of years outside of the mouth, covered in dirt and worms, while in the mouth they get ruined by plain chocolate? I can tell you now it's not genetics, nor how healthy you are. It has nothing to do with what you eat either. Instead, it has everything to do with something you are using every single day, thinking it keeps you healthy and safe, when in fact, it's getting inside your gum pockets, eating at your teeth, putting you at risk of throbbing pain, inflammation, and infections, while also making you prone to allergies, clogged sinuses, headaches, or gut issues. But once you'll find out what it is, you will finally be able to quickly start rebuilding your gums and teeth, stop the bleeding and the itching once and for all, while forgetting all about bad breath, cavities, and yellow teeth. Not only that, but you'll also be able to breathe better, clear your throat and sinuses, and enjoy a perfectly smooth digestion.
I have always taken such good care of my teeth, brushing, flossing, even giving up sweets. And I just couldn't understand why my gums always felt like they were swollen and itchy, or why cavities would just pop up overnight. Now it feels like I've got a new set of teeth and gums. Thank you so much, Dr. Drew. For the first time in decades, I am not in pain. Pretty cool.
What Dr. Drew was telling me to do seemed absolutely crazy. But what can I say? I was desperate, so I thought, I'll give this a try, maybe for a couple weeks. And I can't believe how well it worked. The results were great. No more toothaches, no more infections, and no more of that metallic blood taste in my mouth. And thank God, no more bad breath.
I had been suffering from throbbing gum infections for 5 years, and 2 of my teeth were moving. It was so bad I was afraid to eat. My doctor told me either I save money for implants or I have to get dentures. Imagine that, at my age? I still can't believe Dr. Drew's method saved me from all that torture. Now I tell everyone I have shark teeth.
Hi, my name is Dr. Drew Sutton, and before we go any further, let's address the elephant in the room. If you're like most of my clients, then you've probably heard all of the promises before and even tried a lot of the so-called solutions out there. Stuff like deep dental cleaning and scaling, antibiotics, fillings and root canals, or even gum grafts. Maybe you've put your hopes into supplements, vitamins, powders, sprays, or herbal teas. Or maybe you're even thinking about surgery to strengthen your gums or implants. Procedures that cost a painful amount of money can put you at risk of infections and have no guarantee they will work whatsoever. For example, up to 10% of dental implants fail in the first 3 years, while the incidence of biologic complications over a 10-year period can be as high as 69%. If you're like most people I work with, then you already know these so-called solutions are a never-ending subscription to the dentist chair that leave you in pain, scared, and disappointed. Which is why I want to be extremely clear that what I'm talking about here is unlike anything you've ever seen or heard of before. It's not based on alternative treatments or positive thinking. It's based on real, solid science. It's a solution that will remineralize and feed your gums with oxygen, backed by tens of clinical trials and supported by multiple international scientific studies from places like Harvard University, Sao Paulo State University, or the University of Otago, New Zealand, or by reputed publications like the Journal of the American Dental Association and Scientific Advances. Which is why it's very important that, before you spend your money on any more professional products or solutions, you pay close attention to what I am about to say. Because as a doctor for more than 30 years, I've seen firsthand how debilitating and painful gum disease can be. How it can drag you into a pit of despair and embarrassment and isolate you from your dear ones. So I'm happy you've chosen to look at this video, because this will transform your teeth, your smile, and your life. No matter how long you've been dealing with dental problems, no matter how serious those problems are, your age, or medical condition, I truly believe there is a simple solution to gum disease and tooth decay, and it's so powerful that I am convinced it will change your life forever, just like it has for so many other Americans. Just imagine. No more inflamed, bleeding gums or blood taste in your mouth. No more throbbing pain and bad breath. No more risking serious infections or stuffing yourself with expensive painkillers, hoping the pulsating tooth agony will let you breathe for just 1 second. Never having to cover your mouth or feel embarrassed. Never having to see your friends or colleagues take a step back when you talk to them. And never having to see your spouse or kids turn their heads away when you want to kiss or hug them. Instead, you can become one of those people with a rock-solid confidence because your smile will finally look like a Hollywood smile. White, clean, and gleaming with health. And never ever set foot in a dental office again. Once you see the groundbreaking science behind this inexpensive solution for yourself, I'm sure that you'll be excited to give it a try. Because in the next 5 minutes, I'll reveal why our ancestors, despite never brushing their teeth or going to the dentist, had better teeth than ours. The #1 hidden gum and teeth destroyer most people and dentists actually consider to be the best thing ever invented for teeth. The at-home morning test to rapidly check if this culprit is behind your oral health problems, as well as to find out if it's also responsible for your clogged sinuses, headaches, brain fog, or even extra pounds. As recent medical tests have found this destroyer present in 98% of overweight people. Moreover, I will let you know the scientifically proven melting candy remedy that could erase years of damage done to your oral cavity. As I said, my name is Dr. Drew Sutton, and I hope you won't mind if I take a second to explain who I am and why the discovery I am about to share makes such a big difference in the lives of thousands of people. I am a board-certified otolaryngologist for over 30 years, with extensive experience in head and neck surgery. I graduated from the University of Rochester and completed my internship in general surgery. I earned a few awards, including the Charles D. Kochakian Award in Endocrinology and Nutrition, and the title of Chief Resident. By all means, when people looked at me, they saw a successful doctor with a bright future ahead of me, a doctor that would make a difference. And this was surely what I was dreaming of, to really make a difference. Only this dream came tumbling down when I realized that what I'd been taught in medical school only treated symptoms without ever getting to the root cause of a disorder. People were just bodies. Their pains were just indicators, and they were forgotten the minute they went out their doctor's door. All they were getting were pills and expensive surgeries. Their lives and overall health were overlooked. No one ever wondered where their disorders really came from. I mean, if medicine is advancing as they say, why are there more sick people than ever? My frustration grew by the day, especially when I saw some of my colleagues blindly prescribing the same chemical medications for different people with different needs, not thinking twice about it. So I decided I couldn't continue like that anymore. That's when my practice took a more holistic and natural approach. I worked obsessively to understand how plants, herbs, and organic ingredients work as solutions for my patients' actual problems. Since then, I've been able to help thousands of people around the world, and I can tell you, at the end of the day, I really felt proud about what I was doing. But everything changed when I met Samuel Benman, one of the most difficult cases I came across in my entire career. He was 54 years old, a husband, a father, and a grandfather of 3. His entire life he had been the life of every party, always cracking jokes and shaking with laughter. No one could ever be sad around him. After his retirement, his dream was to host these weekly big barbecue parties, play with his grandchildren, and even become a stand-up comedian. He just loved having people around. All of that came crashing when his health went unexplainably down the hill. The reason he came to see me was that he had this tormenting allergy for years. His sinuses were always clogged, he couldn't breathe, he couldn't sleep, he barely found the strength to talk. I was the 9th specialist he was visiting, and I could see that there was not much hope left in his eyes. But upon a closer look, his problems ran much deeper. He had the worst form of gum disease I had ever seen in my life. His breath was so bad, I had to keep the windows of my cabinet open long before he was gone. So bad that during dinner, he always stayed on a corner of the table because he didn't want his family to be repulsed by it. His wife had been kissing only his forehead for the past 2 years because of his infected gums. Needless to say, so much for his dream of being surrounded by people. In time, he forgot how to smile or laugh. He was depressed and often had panic attacks. And how could he not? One of his teeth was loose, and he feared he would lose it every time he chewed. That's why he ate mostly purees and soft baby food. His worst nightmare was that he would choke on it while sleeping, as he also suffered from teeth grinding. If that happened, could his wife even help him in time? Would an ambulance get to him fast enough? His gums were so damaged that there was a low chance they could support implants or dentures. He always felt the metallic taste of blood in his mouth. Even though he had tried the most expensive dental treatments, nothing seemed to work. Plus, he felt like his brain wasn't what it used to be anymore. He found it hard to remember simple things and suffered from insomnia, headaches, and brain fog. He thought these were caused by the severe nighttime teeth grinding that he could not curb, but I doubted it. Every time he asked for a stronger pill from the doctors to manage his teeth pains and headaches, they looked at him like he was a junkie. His life was a living hell, and the thought that he had to go on like this every single day was unbearable. Alone, always in agony. The worst part, most doctors didn't even take his pain seriously. They saw him as a vain, over-complaining patient that didn't have any real problems. I mean, after all, it was just gum disease. It was not like he was dying of a heart attack. But I could see his pain, and it broke my heart. Seeing him like this, I made a promise to myself that I would do absolutely everything in my power to help him. I knew it wasn't going to be easy. This man was a walking puzzle. I mean, people like Sam had already tried just about everything. What else could I do? To be completely honest, I had no clue. All I knew was that I was determined to not be the 9th doctor that left him desperate and disappointed. The fact that none of Sam's parents or grandparents ever suffered from gum disease was extremely intriguing because it meant it wasn't genetic. But what was really dumbfounding was the fact that all his blood and allergy tests came clean. How could that be? Every waking moment I kept thinking about this oddity until I noticed something. The allergic reactions, headaches, and insomnia had appeared after his gums started bleeding. This made me wonder, were the dental problems actually the trigger of all his health issues? I spent night after night bent over every study or article that I could find, over every news and every footnote. I didn't seem to come across anything good, but my intuition kept nudging me forward. Something had to come up and explain all of these seemingly unrelated symptoms he was experiencing. Even so, after not finding anything helpful for 4 whole weeks, I was almost on the verge of giving up. But how could I look Sam or people like him in the eyes and tell them there was no hope for them? I had to keep going. And thank God I did, because soon enough the solution came from the least expected place. During one of our consultations, Sam wanted to show me something. It was a picture from a newspaper. "Look, Doc, they've dug up a pair of 2,500-year-old teeth, and they look way better than mine. Those bastards didn't even know what a toothbrush is." After having a chuckle about it, it suddenly hit me. How come teeth can thrive for hundreds of years outside of the mouth in mud and dirt, while in the mouth they get ruined by plain chocolate? A tooth is said to be tougher than a diamond and cannot be destroyed in fire, but it gets stained by coffee? I had a hunch I was on to something, so I went back to the drawing board. What I knew was this. 1. Our ancestors, despite not brushing their teeth with toothpaste or going to the dentist, had better teeth than ours. 2. If you take a tooth out of the mouth, it will last for centuries, but in the mouth, it can get ruined in a couple of years. 3. Most probably at one point, modern people took a wrong turn when it came to dental care, something that is making our teeth more frail than ever. What was that wrong turn? That's when I came across a little-known study that flipped everything dentists claim about gum disease, one that also shed light on what exactly is eating at your gums and teeth as we speak. Listen, you've probably been told that bad bacteria is to blame for all dental diseases, and that you need to take antibiotics, go through annoying scaling, and disinfect as much as you can to keep your mouth clean. But about 2 years ago, upon a closer look, scientists have realized that bad bacteria is not the real root cause of gum disease. Actually, gum disease and other dental disorders happen not when there are too many bad bacteria, but when there are too few good bacteria. You probably know about the gut flora or gut microbiome. It refers to all the bacteria, good and bad, and other organisms that live inside the intestines. Imagine this like a constant war between the police and thugs. The thugs, the bad bacteria, are always looking to make a mess of everything, while the good cops try to keep order and control. But they can't do that if they are outnumbered. So the more good bacteria strains you have, the better your digestion. It's the same with the mouth flora or mouth microbiome. The moment this idea got out, it started a serious fight between scientists and dentists from all over the world. This big fight is known as the germ theory versus the terrain theory. The germ theory says that the bad germs are what we need to worry about and we need to keep finding ways to kill them off. This, of course, involves repeated visits to the doctor, pills, and a pile of dental care products. I think there's no need for me to mention this idea was supported by dentists. On the other hand, the terrain theory argues that if the mouth environment is well and balanced, then germs that are a natural part of life and the environment will be dealt with by the body without causing sickness. And this terrain, or environment, is created by the good bacteria. In fact, the Journal of the American Dental Association, JADA, declared that, in the case of periodontal disease, there is not one specific bad bacteria that causes it. Instead, it's all about how strong the community of good bacteria is when germs or viruses attack. So even if you were to exterminate all these bad germs, if there is no good bacteria to rebuild, nourish your gums and teeth and keep them safe, it's all in vain. If you had these good bacteria in your mouth to begin with, any microbe or germs wouldn't have stood a chance in the first place. Plus, let me tell you this. Whoever promises you they will completely get you rid of bad bacteria or germs is lying. Maybe this can be done temporarily, but we are human beings. We eat foods from the market, we socialize, we travel. We cannot live in a completely sterile bubble for all our lives. Eventually, these germs will come back again. That is why evolution equipped us with good bacteria. And that's why a healthy mouth should have very diverse and numerous good bacteria strains. You should find them on the tongue, the hard palate, the teeth, the area around the tooth surfaces, above the gums, and below the gums. Something that almost no doctor will tell you is that the oral bacteria affects not only your teeth and gums, but also your entire health. Actually, every time you swallow, you are seeding your gastrointestinal tract with bacteria, fungi, and viruses from your mouth, 140 billion per day to be exact. That's right, every sip or bite affects how healthy you are, what diseases you have, and how those diseases will progress. So can you imagine how much of your gut bacteria actually comes from your mouth? Truth is, your whole body mirrors what is happening in your mouth, and your mouth mirrors what is happening in your body. A gum issue is rarely, if ever, just a gum issue, and it's only normal if you think about it. The mouth is literally the front door of your body. Even the air you breathe passes through the back of your mouth before reaching your lungs. Imagine if your front door is open and dirty. All of the dirt will end up eventually in your living room, and it will soon have all sorts of things growing in it. So many diseases are linked to poor mouth flora, from IBS to cardiovascular disorders and anxiety and depression. Moreover, a 2009 study suggests obesity begins with the oral flora. Over 98% of the women with obesity studied shared similar microbiomes. And it doesn't stop here. While you swallow plenty of bacteria that end up in your gut, part of them crawl down your throat, causing respiratory infections, and up your sinuses, causing allergies, sinusitis, headaches, and migraines. Your bloodstream is also a convenient form of transport. Each time you chew, brush, or floss, bad germs get pushed into small vessels in your gums. As oral bacteria breaks into the bloodstream, it can travel to organs throughout the body, including the brain. According to a new study published in the journal Science Advances, bacteria normally present in the mouth can also release toxins that make their way into the brain. Once there, they may contribute to memory disorders. I know it sounds scary, but there's one way to prevent all of that, by diversifying and increasing the population of good bacteria in your mouth. Literally, get more good cops in to keep everything in good working order. In fact, Alex Mira, a bacterial geneticist at the Fizabio Research Institute in Valencia, Spain, says that as humans evolved, they, like many other mammals, outsourced a good part of the body's processes to the good bacteria. For example, transporting crucial minerals from saliva to the teeth to aid in remineralization, carrying molecular oxygen to feed the gums and soft tissue, and eliminating free radicals and other waste products from the foods we ingest. In addition to these important functions, the good oral bacteria play a vital role in protecting us from harmful environmental organisms, chemicals, and toxins. They even regulate blood pressure. Our body doesn't have the enzymes to do any of the things mentioned above. We entirely rely on our mouth flora, and without them, our health would be out of control. So I cannot state enough how crucial good bacteria strains are. Healing the mouth flora helps heal the body and vice versa. Now, the only question I needed to answer in order to uncover the real root cause of gum disease was, what destroys the good oral bacteria and doesn't allow the strains to grow back? After digging even deeper, I found the shocking answer. It's the very things that promise to save you from it. Dental products and procedures. Our teeth are constantly under the attack of the dental care chemicals. For example, let's take the most popular dental care product, the toothpaste. Did you know a lot of toothpaste brands are detergent-based? That's right. These toothpastes are trying to remove grime off your teeth by the same aggressive procedures that bleach removes stains off your white t-shirt. Sure, the stain is removed, but also the fabric is weakened. Tens of studies have proved that a lot of big oral care brands contain hidden chemicals, but they have been ignored or worse, buried by corporate lawyers willing to protect the profits. Do yourself a favor today. Check all the products you use and immediately throw away the ones that contain one or more of the following ingredients: sodium lauryl sulfate, SLS, sodium fluoride, triclosan, artificial sweeteners such as sodium saccharin, aspartame, xylitol, and erythritol, artificial color dyes, often made from coal tar, propylene glycol, diethanolamine, DEA, microbeads, tiny solid plastic particles. The good bacteria is always trying to repopulate, but using these oral care products is like pouring bleach in your garden and expecting to get nice plants growing there. The bacteria just never grows in a balanced way. Sometimes one bacteria strain might grow, sometimes another, sometimes a third. But the problem is healing bacteria strains can't grow all together at once for months in a row and support each other in creating a varied, safe flora for your gums and teeth. If that wasn't enough, some toothpastes use abrasives to be effective. The abrasives used, such as hydrated silica, are too rough. These ingredients can strip away the enamel, creating sensitivity and gum recession. Don't rely on your mouthwash either, especially if it contains alcohol. In fact, honest dentists don't even recommend mouthwash as part of a daily dental routine because many brands have an active ingredient called chlorhexidine that wipes out beneficial microbes. A 2020 study showed that healthy people who rinsed with chlorhexidine mouthwash experienced more acidity in the mouth and were more inclined to higher blood pressure. Considering all these, the immune system of your mouth, the oral flora, is almost non-existent. The result? You get cavities, inflamed gums, bad breath, and eventually lose your teeth. So what can you do? Should you stop washing your teeth and never touch toothpaste again? Certainly not. Toothpaste has its undeniable benefits. It helps remove part of the plaque and its bacterial buildup on teeth. If you use a natural toothpaste, one that does not contain chemical ingredients, the damage to the good bacteria is minimal. But even if you choose the best non-invasive dental products starting today, the bacteria strains are still incredibly weakened and need time to recover. However, there are two factors that make it hard or even impossible for this to happen. First one is stress. Stress causes a major decrease in salivary flow. Saliva is the lifeblood of the mouth. Stress, together with the lack of good bacteria, causes a shift in the pH to a more acidic environment that corrodes the gums and promotes unhealthy grinding and clenching of teeth and jaw discomfort. Grinding or clenching puts an enormous amount of pressure on the teeth and can often cause a tooth to become loose, especially when there's an underlying problem like infection or decay. So while you sleep, there's a risk of losing one of your teeth. The second culprit is salt. Your gums are like the skin. They can peel, become dry or loose, get inflamed, crack, or change color. Too much salt will cause dehydration, dryness, bleeding, and receding gums. And today's processed foods are loaded with salt. Before telling you the only method that can rebuild the mouth microbiome, here's a quick tip to help you remineralize your gums and teeth, at least temporarily. Chew sugar-free gum. If you're still in doubt whether your oral microbiome is poor and you lack good bacteria, all you have to do is answer one of these questions. First question: have you ever woken up on different days with either a dry mouth or drooling on the pillow, or a stuffy nose or a dry throat? And the second question: do you also have digestive issues, like bloating or IBS, or are you also dealing with allergies and or headaches? If you answered yes at least once, this is proof that your oral flora is out of balance, and your gums, teeth, and the rest of your body are constantly under attack with very little protection. I mean, just imagine toxic chemicals viciously corroding at your teeth, burning your gums while destroying every single strain of bacteria, allowing germs and viruses to multiply by thousands every single second and crawl up your nose and down your throat, causing inflammation, irritation, and pain, affecting your brain and digestion, leaving you prone to allergies. I know this is a pretty intense picture, but it is extremely important that you see and feel what exactly is happening at this very moment, not only to your gums, but also to your entire body. Because once you do, the solution becomes clear as daylight. I know that's a big thing to say, but I will prove to you this very moment how true it is. What you need to do is repopulate your mouth with good bacteria and create a healthy environment for those thousands of diverse, healing strains to grow. The moment your teeth and gums won't be under constant chemical attack, the regrowing and rejuvenation process will start. Your gums will stop bleeding. They will regain their pink color and firmly reattach to your teeth. Every tooth will be cleared of cavities and stains, becoming whiter. Plus, remember, every time you swallow, you are seeding your gastrointestinal tract with over 140 billion bacteria and fungi per day. Sending good bacteria down the intestinal or respiratory tract will also improve your overall health. You will breathe better, clear your throat, free your sinuses, and free yourself from allergies and headaches. You will get a restful sleep, feel more relaxed, and enjoy a better digestion. In theory, it makes a lot of sense, right? But how exactly do we do that? Well, the first thing one might think of is taking probiotics. At least this is what you hear everyone recommend when there's a flora imbalance, especially in the gut. And I admit, this was also what I thought in the beginning. The only thing is, not all probiotics are the same, and not all probiotics are good for all diseases. Just like you cannot take the same pill for a toothache and bad digestion. The probiotics that you usually find on the market are mostly designed for the gut, but when it comes to the teeth, you need completely different strains of bacteria. Now, let's say you do not find probiotics for teeth. Unfortunately, most of the time, the strains in your supplements are already dead because of poor packaging and handling, meaning you're ingesting dead bacteria that have no effect whatsoever. Secondly, in order to sell more, probiotic brands add as many strains as possible inside the formula without making sure if they interact well with one another. Too many strains only confuses your body, and if the bacteria strains are not compatible, they create a new war zone inside your mouth. Then, studies show that 96% of the live probiotics are being killed by your saliva and stomach acid. Keep in mind that your saliva might be more acidic than normal because of the DentalCare chemicals. Last but not least, you take a probiotic pill that goes directly to your stomach, and then what should you do? Hope that the 4% of the bacteria that were not destroyed by stomach juices should find a way to climb back again to your mouth? For me at least, prescribing to Sam some random probiotics that might or might not be what his gums and teeth needed just wasn't an option. But I knew I hadn't gone so far just to stop there. I realized that the only way I'd know for sure there's an oral bacteria strain formulation that worked as powerfully as all the studies indicated was for me to be the first one who creates it. This formula had to reintroduce only the most potent strains of probiotics to rebalance the mouth microbiome and stop the erratic growth of viruses, fungi, and germs at once. It also had to help the mouth produce more saliva, which is like giving flowers the water they need. In turn, this had to clear the damaging effects of dental care products and antibiotics. And as I said, once the microbiome of the mouth is restored, teeth and gums have the perfect environment to start healing themselves. So I gathered a team of medical researchers and chemists that would help me find the exact bacteria strains that would do just that. And after continuous months of testing, they came up with a breakthrough 5 strains that had repeatedly proven their amazing ability to crush periodontitis in tens of clinical trials. And I am going to tell you immediately what those ingredients are, how they work, and how easy it is for you to get them today. The first one is Lactobacillus reuteri, or as we named it, the fireman, as it puts out inflammation and stops the damage done by toxins. This amazing strain can produce antimicrobial molecules that inhibit the reproduction of any bad bacteria by a whopping 86%, according to the scientists from Sao Paulo State University. This bacteria is so potent that it's considered a medical wonder. Even dead, it can increase the healing time by 46%. To date, over 220 clinical studies with L. reuteri strains have been performed in approximately 19,000 people of all ages. Positive results have been shown for oral health and several gastrointestinal disorders. So many studies are almost unheard of in the scientific world. Next, we decided to bring in Lactobacillus paracasei, a tough special agent. It kickstarts the recovery process by clearing your mouth of Streptococcus mutans, the main bacteria that causes tooth decay, as well as mercilessly wiping out harmful toxins and stopping their spread. What Streptococcus mutans does is bind to your teeth and convert any sugar you eat into acid. This acid, combined with the chemicals from the DentalCare products, corrode your gums day and night. It's not a pretty sight, but L. paracasei has the power to put an end to it almost immediately. In fact, due to its ability in preventing cavities and gingivitis and substantially reducing bad breath, some researchers have even questioned if taking this probiotic could be more effective than traditional methods, such as toothbrushing and eating a low-sugar diet. L. paracasei also reduces allergy effects, suppresses airway inflammation, and at least 5 clinical studies have demonstrated significant improvements in allergic rhinitis. After stopping the spread of harmful bacteria and toxins and deeply cleaning the entire oral cavity, we needed to start the rebuilding of teeth and gums. Bifidobacterium lactis is a strain that has been called the Mary Poppins of probiotics because it is incredibly nurturing. It spreads up the absorption of various vitamins and minerals, allowing nutrients to enter the cells for more strength and rejuvenation. Bifidobacterium lactis also significantly enhances gum pocket closure, helping with the reattachment of gums and therefore strengthening loose teeth. During medical experiments, this super strain reduced periodontal inflammation and prevented tooth bone loss. Quite impressive, right? Let's move to the most unique bacteria that we've discovered, BLIS K12. What makes it so special is that it was developed by a group of scientists at the University of Otago in New Zealand specifically to help support and maintain the immune system health of the oral cavity, ear, and nose and throat. Studies have indicated its incredible efficiency right away. Barry Richardson of BLIS Technologies said, "We have seen that BLIS K12 probiotic is very effective at establishing itself inside the mouth and throat. This is important because BLIS K12 has evolved a number of defense mechanisms, meaning this strain can fight long-term against any future toxins, chemicals, and germs you might come in contact with. This is like getting a 24/7 bodyguard for your gums and teeth." We were extremely excited when we managed to add to our formula another little-known strain called BLIS M18. Have you ever wondered how some people have naturally white teeth no matter what they drink or eat? Well, as it turns out, they are born with these less common bacteria in their systems. BLIS M18. BLIS M18 has the rare ability of preventing and even removing tooth staining while keeping plaque at bay. Imagine you have a troupe of professional teeth cleaners always at your disposal. Wouldn't that be great? The fact that we found a way to make BLIS M18 accessible for anyone, no matter their genetics, was a huge step forward for us. And after cleaning the teeth and gums of toxins, bad bacteria, stains, and rebuilding everything in a nourishing, protective environment, there was one more thing we needed to take care of. Make sure the balance of the mouth flora is never disrupted again. That is why we added B-Lactis BL04, a strain specifically designed to support the balance of gut and mouth bacteria even during and after aggressive antibiotics treatments. Additionally, these probiotics were fully supporting the respiratory tract, the immune system, and during trials, they showed a significant reduction in the body mass index of subjects, as well as in the levels of bad cholesterol. In total, there were 3.8 billion bacteria ready to save Sam from his life of disease. However, we couldn't go forward with our formula without adding inulin, a prebiotic that acts like a fuel, feeding and empowering the bacteria strains, increasing their number quickly in as little as 3 to 4 days. We also couldn't leave out strawberries, which contain the tooth whitening enzyme of malic acid, which can do wonders for your smile without the harmful chemicals and high cost of formal dental work. One ingredient that we also thought essential, dicalcium phosphate, a superior form of the mineral calcium. Your body can't tell the difference between dicalcium phosphate and real teeth, which means it immediately uses it to create a layer that reduces tooth sensitivity. Ultimately, we mix peppermint to cool off inflammation and soothe tooth pain, and spearmint for fresh breath. After finally having all these strains, plants, and minerals together, we realized one more thing. Putting them in a pill that would have gone directly to the stomach after barely touching the mouth would have compromised all their properties and all our hard work. You see, good bacteria become activated and fully metabolically active only when they come in contact with the saliva. This way, they can start to colonize faster and overcome the rapid spread of chemicals and germs. That's when we decided the gum healing recipe should come in the form of a unique mineral probiotic candy that softly melts in your mouth. As you can see, this soft, sugar-free candy is far from your average candy. It is a dental candy specifically designed to trigger and dramatically increase the production of salivary glands, fuel the saliva with multiplying probiotics, and help all ingredients reach every single corner of the mouth in record time. Letting one mineral probiotic candy melt in your mouth for a couple of minutes should be enough to have a great impact. You can use it in the morning, right after brushing. This way, the bacteria strains activate the second they reach the mouth where conditions are moist and warm. The longer you let it melt in your mouth before swallowing, the more effective it will be. Of course, you can also treat it as you would do with a candy and just suck on it until it's gone. That still guarantees you maximum effects. Don't worry, even though it is sugar-free, it still has a pleasant strawberry aroma. We were extremely proud of our work, but the hardest part was just beginning. It took months of planning and negotiation and logistics to put it all together. Luckily, I was able to lean on my background in medicine, all of my connections with some of the best manufacturers in the world. So after several months of testing until dawn every possible interaction between the formula compounds and the saliva, and after making sure we got the right quantities and the most effective combination of compounds, what my team and I consider to be the most powerful gum and teeth restoring solution in the world finally saw the light of the day in one small but extremely promising batch. That all sounds good, but what are the actual results, you might wonder? Of course, the first person to try it was Sam. All he had to do was to let one soft probiotic candy melt in his mouth every morning for a couple of minutes. Even with his bad teeth and gums, he could do this easily. After the first few days, he didn't really feel much and we were all a bit discouraged, not going to lie. But soon enough, when he woke up one morning, Sam could feel something had clearly changed. He called us to say that, for the first time in years, he wasn't spitting blood anymore. Not even a pinkish shade on the toothpaste. Then, one day after another, we would receive what we called miracle messages. How part of his plaque had disappeared, how his teeth looked whiter, how stunned he was when he gently tried pushing and pulling on his loose tooth and discovered that they were cemented back and strong. Moreover, he could feel his sinuses clearing up. He could breathe freely, sleep like a baby, and his brain fog was fading away. The best news, his breath didn't smell like rotten eggs anymore. Since each daily report exceeded even our wildest dreams, it was clear to us that we couldn't keep this life-saving treatment all to ourselves. We had to make it available to as many people as possible. We called our advanced soft probiotic candies ProDentum, the only 100% natural doctor-formulated health solution that addresses the root cause of gum disease, cavities, and tooth decay, the poor oral flora caused by dental products chemicals. Just let one tablet melt in your mouth after brushing in the morning and let the science do the rest. It contains 5 powerful strains totaling 3.8 million healing bacteria and 5 extra strong ingredients supported by multiple clinical studies. Every single soft sugar-free probiotic candy is manufactured in the USA in our FDA-approved and GMP-certified facility under sterile, strict, and precise standards. We are regularly disinfecting the equipment used to process the ingredients and package our bottles. ProDentum is non-GMO and safe. It does not contain any dangerous stimulants or toxins, and it's not habit-forming. Since its release, ProDentum has provided relief for more than 150,000 people. People like Theo Franklin, 52, from Quincy, Massachusetts, who said,
"My gums and teeth have never looked better. It feels good not to spit blood anymore, and not have to worry if I'll ever have the money to get my teeth fixed at the dentist. I simply love it."
SJ, 48, from Nashville, Tennessee, who told us,
"Who would have thought all I have to do to get rid of all my dental problems is let candy melt in my mouth? Something else I've noticed is my nostrils no longer clog during the night, and I no longer grind my teeth. Just amazing."
Anne Marie, 67, from Buffalo, New York, who thinks,
Dr. Drew's method is just the best. It's easy to use, zero pain, and saved me a lot of money at the dentist. I am so happy I found it, especially since I also got rid of my sinusitis. So, 2 birds with 1 stone.
Now, I'm guessing that you're probably ready to try this state-of-the-art solution for yourself. And you should be, because ProDentum is the first scientifically backed probiotic soft candies that allows you to stop gum bleeding and tooth decay ultra fast. So with all that in mind, let's talk about how you can get ProDentum today. First, what you need to know is that we absolutely refuse to cut any corners. With ProDentum, You're always guaranteed a premium, state-of-the-art product that is clinically tested and proven to work. We've never spared any expense when it came to formulating it, especially since there are only a couple of laboratories in the world that can work with probiotic strains with such precision and care that they keep the good guys alive and strong so they can do their job and protect your teeth. The bottom line is, quality like this doesn't come cheap. However, when you compare the price of ProDenim with tens of formulations containing outdated, generic formulas that are barely of any help, and given the lack of real solutions for gum and teeth disease, we could easily offer this at a very high price. And considering the results our customers have seen without having to go through any painful dental work, most of them said they would pay it without even blinking. Think about it. How much would you be willing to invest to keep your gums and teeth strong and pain-free every single day? No more bleeding, no more foul breath, no more cavities, and best of all, never having to climb that sickening dentist chair. What would you be willing to spend if you were absolutely, positively sure this formula would do wonders for you? $300? $500? $700? But you know what? Far from me to put a price on your health or on the peace of mind that being free from gum disease brings. That's why my team and I thought that in order to make it affordable for most people, but also cover the ingredients costs and at least part of the research time that my team and I have invested, the retail value of the product should be at $175. Honestly, this is a steal considering what these probiotic soft candies can do. However, our goal with ProDenim has always been to put it into the hands of as many people in need as possible. That's why we decided to cut the middleman and instead of selling it in stores, make it available only on our website and pass the savings to you. This means you don't need to invest $170 to transform your gums and teeth, nor $150, nor $120. All we want is to cover the costs of the ingredients and keep this site running for as long as possible. Even though I'll have to charge $99 for one bottle of ProDenim soon, considering the ingredients prices are rising due to the fact that the supply chains are very fragile nowadays. And even though $99, one bottle is surely a lot less than a visit to the dentist, today, only on this website and nowhere else, you can get your very own 30-day supply of ProDenim for a one-time, 100% risk-free investment of $69. That's right, just $69. And because I am so grateful you've made it this far into the presentation, which means you're serious about your health, if you order a 3 or 6 months package, we'll give you an even bigger discount and additional bonuses. Here's why. While many of our users experiment with noticeable changes in as little as a couple of weeks, the real magic happens when you take it for 60 days or more. We've seen the effects of ProDenim on a lot of patients. That's why I would recommend you use one soft mineral probiotic candy per day for at least 60 days, just to make 100% sure there's not a single trace of chemicals or bad bacteria left in your gum pockets, mouth, or body. It's important that you don't forget to take one tablet every single day. Otherwise, it might lead to the immediate death of all the good guys that have built up. That means you could lose all the progress you've made up until that point. The army needs to be strong in order to take over the bad bacteria that has made your mouth their home. Honestly, I cannot estimate exactly how many chemicals have accumulated at this point, nor how many toxins are blocked inside the gum pockets eating at your teeth. This depends on many factors, like on the strength of your mouth flora or immune system, or on what dental products you've used by now. But, especially if you're over 35 years old or your gums are bleeding on a constant basis, I recommend you take ProDenim for at least 3 to 6 months. The healing bacteria strains and ingredients of ProDenim build up in your oral cavity and body, clearing everything of chemicals and germs, continuously nurturing and rebuilding your gums and teeth. This means the longer you take ProDenim, the better you feel, the less chemicals and bad bacteria there are to clear, and the more your mouth flora will develop. Your progress improves exponentially every single day. And it would be a shame to be so close to never having to deal with tooth decay or gum bleeding ever again, just to notice you're out of ProDenim, and risk compromising or slowing down your entire progress, while having to wait months even for a new batch of these rare probiotic candies to be available again. And when they finally are, if we manage to get all the ingredients again, that is, you might realize that their price is twice as high. Well, today, you can get our 3 and 6 month package at an incredibly steep discount. It even comes with free shipping. You won't spend a dime to get your delivery. But that's not all. If you're smart and order the 3 or 6 month supply, you'll also get 2 bonus online guides worth $109, an absolutely free bonus. Number 1, Bad Breath Gone, 1-day detox. Kickstart your ProDenim journey and get rid of bad breath naturally with 7 unexpected spice and herb mixes from your kitchen that can do wonders in one day. Plus, discover 4 household ingredients that clear out canker sores overnight. 1 odd tip that turns plain water into the most efficient mouth spray. The 1 so-called healthy and fresh vegetable that makes your breath 3 times worse. A spice to add to your morning coffee to smell fresh all day long, no matter what you eat. And a whole lot more. The next bonus, Hollywood White Teeth at Home. In this guide, I will reveal a simple 10-second method you can do right now to brighten your teeth right away. 1 little-known brushing trick that's very popular among celebrities. 1 strange ritual that will make you forget about teeth sensitivity for good. All that and more. I can't wait for you to read it. I want you to be completely satisfied. So once you'll invest in 3 or 6 bottles of ProDenim, we'll also give you the 2 bonus online guides worth $109 absolutely free. You will gain access to them immediately once you place your order. That's how confident we are that you'll love what ProDenim has in store for you. Now, maybe you have a large family, or maybe you've been dealing with gum disease for some time, or maybe you just like to be prepared. That's why more and more of our customers are choosing to invest in the larger pack of 6 bottles, which saves them no less than $120 and gives them 2 free bonuses worth $109. And you should also know that our special bottling keeps ProDenim fresh for at least 2 years on your shelf. Due to the extremely limited supply and high demand, most of our clients are choosing the 3-pack and 6-pack packages. I can't guarantee this offer will be available if you choose to leave this page and come back later. So don't hesitate to stock up today for maximum savings. Please know that you won't find us anywhere else. We do not sell on Amazon or any other website. The only place where you can order this gum healing and teeth protecting formula is right on this page, and the page will only be up for as long as we have remaining stock. If you're skeptical, we totally understand. You've tried a lot of methods, you've spent a lot of money, went through so much pain, and nothing worked. I am so confident that ProDenim works that I'm going to give you our ironclad 60-day money-back guarantee. If you don't experience any dramatic improvement or you're not content for any reason whatsoever, we will promptly issue a full, hassle-free refund, no questions asked. All you need to do is contact us within the first 60 days from your purchase. You can even send back the empty bottles and we'll still refund your money. Just get in touch with our friendly customer support staff and they'll be happy to assist you. The contact information is right on the bottle. This means you have 2 whole months to decide if ProDenim is for you or not. Your order today is a one-time payment with no subscription or hidden charges. Just choose the package you want below. Once you click on your chosen package, you'll be taken to a secure checkout page. Just fill in your payment details using a credit card, debit card, or PayPal. After that, we'll quickly send you your order in a discreet package for maximum privacy. Again, this offer is in extremely high demand, so the one thing I suggest you not do is delay. You see, it can take us from 6 to 9 months to produce a new batch as we're willing to accept only the purest ingredients. Otherwise, its efficiency would be compromised. And sure enough, searching and sourcing for the most potent ingredients around the world delays things considerably. Next, we ask a third-party lab to test the quality of each ingredient to ensure you get the highest quality, so that the bacteria strains are alive and kicking and actually do their best work. Finally, they're released to our contract manufacturer here in the USA for bottling. We don't receive the batch in our warehouse until the formula passes all tests. As you can see, that's a lot of steps that involve a lot of people. However, with everything going on in the world right now, our distribution faces a lot of challenges. And with rising demand, ProDenim will soon be out of stock. Therefore, if you decide not to try it today, I can't promise it will be available later. Think about it. Right as you're watching this video, thousands of people across the country are rediscovering what it's like to have strong, healthy gums and teeth, happy to enjoy their life pain-free again, and without feeling embarrassed when they open their mouth. So no wonder they keep asking us for more bottles for them and for their dear ones. That's why, while ProDenim is still available, I urge you not to wait if you're still on the fence. And when you click the button below, don't forget the multi-bottle packages. This way you'll make sure you have the rare ProDenim probiotic candies on hand for the next several months and not risk running out just when you enjoy its amazing results the most. Remember, ProDenim has to do everything I said it would do and even more, or I insist you send back the bottles even if they're all empty for a prompt and friendly refund, as you're protected by our 60-day full money-back guarantee. I want to offer you a sincere thank you for watching my presentation. and congratulate you for taking what I think is a gigantic step towards a life without suffering. If you're still thinking about it, I just want to ask you to take a second and imagine what awaits you if you don't choose ProDentim today. You might decide to spend more time and money looking for various options. This might take weeks or even months. In the meantime, the health of your gums might get worse and worse, until the point where they are too damaged and weak to even hold implants. Or maybe you believe the problem will go away by itself. Sadly, I've never seen such a case. Quite the opposite. The more you let your gum disease untreated, the faster it dissolves the bones and tissues, rotting your teeth and embarrassing you everywhere you go. But it doesn't have to be like this. Or you can risk nothing at all today, grab ProDentim right now and get the peace of mind you deserve. So just click below to make your choice, enter your payment details on our secure order form, and place the order now. We'll immediately ship your bottles directly to your home. Every order comes with free shipping, no matter where you live, while the 3 and 6 bottle packages also come with 2 free bonuses. I can't wait for you to experience every single benefit that ProDentim has to offer. Still here? Great. I wanted to take a second and answer the most common questions I get about ProDentim. I just want to make sure you feel 100% comfortable with your decision to order today. 1. How and why does ProDentim work? We've always been told that bad bacteria are to blame for all dental diseases, but upon a closer look, scientists have realized that the real root cause of gum disease is the lack of good bacteria. The population of good bacteria is destroyed by common dental products that contain toxic ingredients. This explains why teeth can thrive for thousands of years outside of the mouth, while in our mouth they get ruined by plain chocolate. In order to rebuild your teeth and gums, you need to repopulate your mouth with good bacteria and provide a healthy environment for the strains to grow in. ProDentim is a doctor-formulated mix that gathers 5 scientifically proven extra strong strains, combining a total of 3.5 billion good bacteria into one revolutionary probiotic soft candy that targets the root cause of tooth and gum decay. Moreover, keep in mind that every time you swallow, you are seeding your gastrointestinal tract with bacteria, fungi, and viruses from your mouth. 140 billion per day to be exact. Sending good bacteria down the intestinal or respiratory tract can also improve your overall health. You might breathe better, clear your throat, free your sinuses, and even free yourself from allergies and headaches. You might get a restful sleep, feel more relaxed, and enjoy a better digestion. ProDentim has been proven by the experience of over 150,000 satisfied customers, like Anna Morris, 61, from Seattle, Washington, who said, "I am so grateful this product exists. My life is so much easier. I can finally smile again." Or Bob D., 57, from Modesto, California, who wrote to us, "I'm a widower, and thanks to your formula, I can finally start dating again. No bad breath or infections. Good job, Doc." Of course, the only definitive way to know for sure how well it can work for you is to try it today using the special no-risk offer that you can find only on this page. 2. Are there any side effects? ProDentim Pro has been designed for all ages and medical conditions. All of the ingredients inside of ProDentim have been proven to be safe in clinical trials and are constantly tested for purity and to ensure against toxins and contaminants. Moreover, ProDentim is manufactured in an FDA-approved facility under sterile, strict, and precise standards. With more than 150,000 customers, we haven't seen any notable side effects, so we're confident in saying that ProDentim is one of the purest dental formulas you'll find on the market. As always, if you currently have a medical condition or you're taking other prescription medication, we advise you to show a bottle of ProDentim to your doctor before you take it, just to put your mind at ease. 3. When and how should I take ProDentim? We recommend you let one soft tablet melt in your mouth for a powerful, deep toxin cleanse that clears your entire body, gums, and teeth. You can also treat it as a candy and just suck on it. This still guarantees you maximum effects. 4. What if it doesn't work for me? Can you tell me about the guarantee again? The more results we see, the stronger we believe. ProDentim has the power to completely transform your gums and teeth. It's true, though, that nothing works for 100% of the people who try it, as each body works in its own way. That's why every bottle of ProDentim comes with an ironclad 60-day money-back guarantee. If for any reason you aren't fully satisfied with the results, you can just return what you haven't used for a full, no questions asked refund. 5. How can I get started? It's very easy. Just click the button below now to go to our secure order checkout page, enter in your information, and we'll immediately get to work shipping Pro Denim right to your doorstep. So all you have to do today is click below, fill in your payment details on the secure order form, and submit your order. I can't wait to hear your success story.